What's
Hello,
your
am I
name?
audible? Sir,
Yes,
my
yes,
name
you
is
are
Amit
audible.
Pareek.
Okay.
Sir, my
So,
name is Amit Pareek.
yes, yes, I got it. So, what do you done your BSc?
What, sir?
From where do you have done your BSc?
Sir, I have done my graduation from CMI in Mathematics and Computer Science,
Oh,
Chennai
nice.
Mathematical Institute.
Okay. Okay. You can write in the board or something like that.
Yes, sir, I'm
Whiteboard.
currently using a tab. Can I share my screen and use
Yes,
the
yes,
tab
yes, yes,
to write?
yes, yes, yes. You can, you can.
Okay, sir.
So you are the current ongoing batch, right?
Yes, sir, my graduation has completed. Actually, this was my last year.
Oh, your graduation has completed last year, so you have dropped 1 year,
No,
right?
sir,
For
this year, I will get my graduation
this
degree
year.
this year. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
on 22nd July.
Oh, I mean, you have just given your sixth semester exam in this year also.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Nice. Okay, so you just share your screen and I will give you the question.
Okay, sir. So I guess there is some kind of issue. Let me see it. Could you please wait for a second?
Yes, yes, sure.
Sir, can I use whiteboards instead of sharing screen?
Whatever you are comfortable with, and that's the point is, uh, I mean, we are those who are interviewers here who are taking interview to you should uh, they can see whatever you write.
Okay, sir. Sir, give me a minute. Someone is my door. Please, I'm so sorry. Yes, sir. Thank you. Sir, is the whiteboard visible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so right, okay.
Okay, sir.
A and B are two
Hmm.
matrices. Sorry. First thing is listen carefully. Okay, you have not write the long thing,
Okay,
whatever
okay.
I tell. I will tell a story, something story type, not story. I will tell a scenario, and you have to
Hmm.
think about that. And what I will question you. Just answer that. Okay, accordingly. So just
Okay,
write
sir.
A n cross P equal to
A N cross A cross B.
A is the matrix. Yes, A is the matrix of n cross P.
N cross B.
P P
P.
P. Hmm. No,
Okay,
no,
sir.
no. P P P P.
What is P? P is a order of matrix or what
Yes,
is
yes. Order. A is n cross P. P
yes,
for
A is
PGR.
and
Yes, huh.
P means
Okay, so equal to Aij. I mean Aij. Double bracket Aij.
yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So P is P cross Q.
P is
P cross Q.
B is
P
equal to
cross
P
Q.
cross
No, 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 no. I mean B is a P cross Q matrix.
yes, sir.
P is a P cross Q matrix. Equal. I mean
Yes,
it is
sir.
equal to double bracket Bij.
B H A. Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So AB equal to n cross Q. I mean AB is a matrix of n cross Q,
Yes, sir.
which is equal to summation K equal to 1 to P Aik Bkg.
Summation K
K
equals to
equal
1 to
1 to P
yes, sir.
Aik Bkg.
Yes, sir.
bracket, give the bracket. Okay. So I mean this is the, I mean it's everything. I and give two. I mean you should write two brackets. Okay, two first brackets and lastly two first brackets. It
Oh,
it
you
means that you are writing the whole matrix form in just one. I mean you got it right. What I am saying?
this way na?
No. Not like okay. Wait. Like
I couldn't
this,
understand. Sorry.
this, this A
Oh,
I say this type of things. Write
acha
in
acha.
this way. Okay. Yes. It means that you are writing the matrix form in just
AIJ.
one point. No.
And where should I?
AIJ is, I mean, getting confused.
Yes, sir. I'm little confused. Sorry.
So
Like how to write? Sir,
AIK,
this
BKJ,
AIJ.
whatever you have written earlier is correct. AIK, BKJ,
Yes, sir.
and this thing, this thing,
Hmm.
one lesser equal to I, lesser equals to
Ha ha ha. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
N,
Yes, sir.
right? N, and one lesser equal to J, lesser equal to Q.
And ha
I
ha
lesser
ha
equal
ha.
to
Ha.
N. Write it.
Okay, sir.
One lesser and one lesser equal to J lesser equal to Q. Okay. So here are, I mean, it's takes lots of time to understand you. So it's not the matter. I am telling you two operation involved here. One is multiplication and second is addition. Right.
Yes, sir.
So uh, listen carefully. We count
Okay.
one basic computation each time one such operation occurs. Okay, you will
What
count
kind of operation?
one basic. Suppose I am giving you an example. Okay, you count one
Yes,
basic
sir.
computation each time one such operation occurs, either multiplication or addition. When multiplication occurs, you count one computation have done. Then
Okay.
again you have done multiplication. Then you add that. So you have done three computations, right? Two
Yes,
time
sir.
multiplication and one adding.
And
Like
one time
suppose
that.
yes. So like this thing, if you a1 up to an and b1 up to bn, if you multiply it and add it, so it will be
A1
like
to
this
AN,
thing
B1 to BN.
bn. If you suppose, I mean, if a1 up to an is a row and b1 up to bn is a column matrix, suppose, and you multiply it, then it will
Hmm.
be a scalar. I mean, summation over those, right? A1 b1
Yes, sir.
plus dot up to a and bn. So how many
Yes, sir.
uh, basic operation you needed? 2n minus 1, right? Because just multiplying a1 b1 requires one operation. Then you are doing this thing multiplication n times, and you are adding n quantities. So you will you are doing 2n minus 1 basic operation. Have you got this point clearly?
Uh, I don't think so. Let me repeat to what I have understood.
So what are the
Like
multiplication if you multiply it? So do that.
you said, consider AI to be a row matrix and the BI to be a column matrix.
Column
If I
matrix. So if
multiply
you
them,
multiply it, you get a scalar, right?
yes, sir.
Summation over
Yes,
something.
sir.
So what it will be? Just write it.
It will be summation AI K BKJ, where K equals to 1 to uh, 1 to what it is P, and I and
I wait.
and
I'm saying it's very problematic to Amit, wait 1 minute. Huh?
okay, sir.
So I am telling this that if A1 up to AN, if you are
Hmm.
multiplying with B1 up to Bn, if you multiply it, then you will get A1 B1 plus A2 B2 up to
Yes,
dot
sir.
dot dot AN Bn, right?
PN, BN.
Then
Yes,
how
sir.
many operation you are doing? This is multiplying one, this is multiplying one, one. So here are n operations, and you are
And
adding also
multiplication.
one,
Yes,
one,
sir.
one. So
And
there are
minus
n
one
minus
addition.
one, right? So 2
Yes,
n
sir.
minus one basic in operation you are doing. Get
Yes,
it
sir.
now? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So listen carefully the thing I'm asking you.
Okay.
So if A, if A, whatever I've told you, n cross P
Hmm.
and B P cross Q,
Yes,
if
sir.
you are doing this, then how many basic computation you needed? Tell me that
To
first.
compute the entire matrix, right?
Yes, right. If you compute this, you will get AB n cross Q. So how many basic computation you needed?
Okay. Uh, in matrix A, in a there is around there are in A there are P columns. So
You can write. You can write.
A is equal to A11, A12 till A1P, A21 till AN1, A22, and so on and P. So and consider P to be B11, B12 till B1Q, B21, B22, and B1 till BPQ. On multiplying these two matrices, uh, if we uh, count one uh, total operations to compute the one entry, and then it will be equal to every other entries, then we just have to multiply the total number of entries of AB. So total number of entry of AB is n times P, n times Q, sorry, n times Q. So to compute the one entry, the total number of operators are needed to be P 2P minus 1 as you computed here, like
Yes, I
A11,
got. Yes.
A12 till
Now then tell me. I'm got it. 2p minus one.
then 2P minus 1 operations are needed to compute of one entry. To
Yes.
compute the entire matrix, there are n times q entries in this rectangular
Yes.
matrix.
Hmm.
So it will be uh, this number of operations to be needed to compute the entire matrix to p minus 1 times n times q.
Okay. Very good.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now you know confidence interval?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So write it. X I R IIT I equal to 1 to n uniform 0 theta.
0 theta I equals to 1 to n. Okay.
Hmm. Find 100 1 minus alpha percentage confidence interval for theta of the form.
100%.
Find 100 1 minus alpha percentage 100 times 1 minus alpha percentage
Okay.
confidence
Okay.
interval for theta of the form bracket start x order n comma g of x order n
Comma.
comma g of x order n. Yes, solve it.
And what? G is a unknown function. Na?
Theta is unknown, right?
Yes. If xi are following u uniform of 0, comma theta, then xi divided by theta will follow uniform 0, comma 1. To find the xn, it will be equal to like all xi are IIT, independent, identically distributed. So if maximum value of xi is less than x, then every single xi will be less than x. So it can be multiplied because they are independent. And due
Okay.
to they are identical, they are all same. That's why it will convert into in this form. And uh, to calculate this, it will be 0 to x. X should be in between 0 to theta. If it is
Just yes,
greater,
just write the. I mean, I don't need to
okay,
explain this. Just write it.
okay. Uh,
Where is the to the power n part?
sorry, I forgot it. Uh,
Okay, now,
Now it is now. Uh, Give me a second. Oh, what is the condition of alpha? Like, do we have some kind of information about alpha?
I mean, what information do you need when you have given the question and now, I mean,
Okay.
1 1 minus
Give me,
alpha. So
give me a second.
why do you need, if you want 95% confidence interval, you want this type of, you can do. I mean, what's the difference? I don't know. So you have to find the
Okay,
confidence interval at last. So that's my point.
o- okay. Give me a second. Let me
You are
see.
going in right way. Okay, I can say that you are going in right way. So one hint for you. So from after that, just use the probability integral transformation. Okay. Do you know probability integral transformation?
Probability integral transformation.
Do you know
Uh,
that?
yeah, I know about it, but
So what's
could you
that?
please little explain it what it is? Like, give me some, give me some hint.
I am
I,
asking
I'm
you.
not sure if
So do you know
I'm
that?
not sure. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with this term, integral probability.
Okay, so I think you don't know. Okay, that's not the issue. So I am okay. Let it be. You don't know. It's not the problem. So find, I'm giving you another hint. Find probability of y less or equal to small y, where y equal to f of x order n small x. Okay. I mean, whatever
Oh, okay,
uh,
okay. I've got the idea. I've
important.
got the idea. Let's it to be a y system xi dual. Sorry, not system. Uh, y to be x or x order and divided by theta. Let
Whole to the power n.
y no x order n.
Oh, you are
I
taking
guess
this. Okay, whatever you want to take. Okay.
yes, sir. If I consider a y b equals to 1 minus alpha, and then probability of a less than 1 by theta, it will be 1 minus alpha. We know this by follow uh, beta first and comment using this because it is similar to this term uh, putting here and
Yes,
plus
but
1 and
yes, you are. Uh, I'm not. I will not say that you are wrong or like that.
no. Because I've got the idea on differentiating this term, we will get n times x power n minus 1 divided by theta to power n. And this term is similar to this. I'm so sorry
No, no,
with this
no.
term.
I
With
mean,
this term.
yes. I mean, you are. I mean, you are saying right things. I am not saying you that you are telling me wrong things. Okay. So I am
Okay.
saying you that when you are writing A, B, I have told you to. I mean, you can formalize in this way also. Okay, that's not the issue. So
Hmm.
I am giving you the hint like in the interview also. If you do this, you will get. I mean, they will also say yes, this is correct. But the exact, I mean, they will. I mean, I have said you that the first term will be x ordered n, the left one. Okay, so you have to take in that way. If you do this, I mean, whatever you have written, a less than x ordered n by theta, it will not get in any form of whatever I have asked you in this x order n comma g of x order n.
Oh,
But you have written in this way, so it will not. Okay, so are you getting my part?
yes, sir. I'm trying to find in the form of this, but we have to find in this form.
So I have given you the hint. So in the interview
Okay.
also, Amit, remember one thing:
Hmm.
you are supposed, you are not supposed to know everything. That's a thing. So they will give you the hint. So try to listen carefully their words, okay? Because they have already taught you how to. I mean, they are very experienced, so they know how to give you some hints so that you can approach in that way and get your result. They will not demotivate you or like that. So they are there to motivate you, and they will see what I mean. What's your understanding on this subject? Okay, so as you are from CMI, so they will also see your mathematics part more than real analysis and linear algebra. I will tell you. So okay,
Okay, sir.
well, I am giving you the hint. Listen carefully. So I am telling
Okay.
you y equals to x
Hmm.
order n by theta. This is whole to the power n. So what will
Oh,
be the distribution of this? Find it.
okay.
Find it p y less or
This less
equal
than
to
plus
y.
2.
Yes,
Ah,
find it.
it will be. Sorry. Sir, could you please wait for a second? I'm sorry.
Yes, yes.
एक छोटी सी समझ में नहीं
क्या बच्चा ये भाई क्लास फिर मैं आऊँ केक करने हूँ केक की No, what is your record? You need. What about it? और आप बंद कर ले.
Sorry, sir. I don't think I can continue right now. Could we,
So
if possible,
I do not get you.
uh, let's continue. Let's continue. Sorry. Probability of x n divided by theta power n less than equals to y, and probability of x n is less than equal to y power 1 by n times theta. We know the distribution of order of x of order n, and
Hmm.
uh, we know x of order n follow beta first n comma 1. Then using this, we will integrate 0 to y power 1 by n times theta. Uh, and then what is the function? N times.
You need to integrate. You have
Yes,
already
yes.
find out the expression p x or n less or equal to x. Just put it there, right? Why you are
Yes.
integrating?
Oh, sorry. I forgot.
So the term I have written you, it's
Yes,
came
sir, yes,
from
sir.
that's onwards. I have not done something magic that I have given you a term and find out that. That's not the thing.
So this term is basically follow uniform 0 comma 1. Sir,
Yes,
am I doing correct?
yes. So this is the thing. Y 0 comma
Yes,
1.
sir.
Now find out the confidence interval. This is your you have to find the you have to find the pivotal, okay, which does not depend
Yes,
on the
sir.
parameter. So this is the
Which doesn't
pivotal,
become the
it does not depend on the parameter, right? So now you
mm-hmm.
find the confidence interval, which will give you the exact same thing, whatever I have asked you. What will you write now to find the 1 minus alpha? Give the probability statement for confidence interval.
uh, form of this. Sir, sorry, sir, I didn't get. Could you please repeat?
Write the confidence interval statement.
Uh, in this way.
Yes, in this way. This is confidence interval statement. So how could
Yes,
you
sir.
write
We
now?
we need to find out the pivotal function, right?
Yes, you have find it, right?
Yes, it is x order n by theta to the power n, right? It is following 0 comma 1, and it is not to depend on the theta. That's why it is a pivotal function, right? And indicate and to maximize it, like it is a zero. It is between 0 to 1, and this is kind of this thing. No.
You
Oh,
don't need to
sorry.
tell this. You have to write what will be the A and B.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Yeah, how could you find those?
Sir, why is okay? It can be anything of the length 1 minus alpha.
But like we have to find in such a way that x order n less than theta less than something g order x order n, right? Which is equals to 1 minus alpha. You have to find in this way. So for the first term,
Oh.
you have to be in such a way that it will
Huh?
give you in this form. So you are a little bit confused, but don't stress out. Time is very short, so I'm giving you the correct way. So now it is 0 comma 1. So alpha less than x order n by theta to the power n less than 1 equals to 1 minus alpha,
So you are
right?
calculating from one side, from side
Because
one,
because because when you, I mean,
to
if you
maximize
calculate
the.
this, if you calculate this, alpha by
uh,
x order 1 by n less than 1 by theta to the power n less than, I mean, you have
1
to,
by x power n, x order n.
it will be 1
Okay,
by
okay.
x order n. This is 1 minus alpha.
Yes,
So
sir.
it will be, if you just reverse it, you will get x order n. Changing,
Hmm.
it will be greater than, so it very less than theta less than x order n by alpha to the power 1 by n, 1 minus alpha. This is your g of x order n.
Yes, sir.
And whatever I'm asking you, you have done very much lengthy process. This whatever I have told you to do, it is not necessary, as I am telling you the probability integral transformation just for your probability integral transformation, which is if x be a random variable with continuous, I wait, absolute continuous CDF f, then y equal to fx follows uniform 0 1. Okay, so by this you have not to calculate, just you can write this term. I mean, you have written x order x by theta to the power n, which will be uniform 0 comma 1. You can straightforward write from this result. So I just ask you to use probability integral transformation. Okay, so have you get my point?
Yes, sir. I didn't know the name, but I heard this property of if any random variable x
Okay, okay.
having good CDF this, then y equals to f of x follows uniform 0 comma 1. I heard about it, but I didn't know the name probability integral transformation.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Okay, you now know this. So
Yes,
if
sir.
interviewer in your ISI in that day if ask you, you should tell.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay, that's from my side. Best wishes for your interview.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Sir.
So,
Hello.
am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
So you say that you pursued your BSc Mathematics from CMI, right?
Yes, sir.
So why did you like? Why are you selecting ISI for your Mstat? Like you could
Sir,
have
because
continued in CMI only, right?
my I complete I take the course of statistical inference in CMI, and I like it very much, and thought to continue my journey in statistics. And I heard like Indian Statistical Institute is best for statistics in India, so I decided to continue my journey in ISI.
So you say you like that inference.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me that when you are testing an hypothesis, uh,
Sir, your voice
the-
is cracking. Could you please repeat?
when you are testing a hypothesis in hypothesis testing problem,
Yes, sir.
uh, you have two kinds of hypotheses, right? The null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis.
Yes, sir.
Which hypothesis actually do you state first? Like, suppose you are working, what should I say, in real life as a statistician in a certain concern,
Hmm.
which hypothesis do you state first?
Null hypothesis.
Are you sure that we state the null hypothesis first?
Yes, sir, because we mostly work on null hypothesis. Like if you want to uh, find the, how did I say, like,
Suppose you want to, there are two drugs. You want to test the effectiveness of the
hmm,
new drug. How should you frame your hypothesis? Both of the hypo, like which hypothesis will you state first?
I'm testing a new drug and I have to create a hypothesis. So consider hypothesis, null hypothesis to be the drug is working, like working fine, patient is recovering from the disease. So it is a null
Yeah.
hypothesis. And alternate hypothesis is the patient is not recovering very well, like in under a week. So, consider the time interval of a 1 week, and you test the
No, no,
uh,
I'm just asking you. You are testing for the effectiveness of two drugs. One drug is available to you, the old one. Now you want to test the effectiveness of the new drug. You said you will propose the null hypothesis first, right?
yes, sir.
So, what should be a null hypothesis here? A null hypothesis is both the drugs are same. That is, say mu1 equal to mu2, right?
Sir, what we are given, what kind of graph we are given?
Sorry,
Sir, you told na कि we have given some two graphs.
two drugs. I'm saying drugs, not graph.
Oh, we have given two drugs.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we want to test the usual test that whether the new drug is effective or not.
Oh, okay.
So now, suppose you have been given this problem in a real life example. Okay, so what should be your null hypothesis? Your null hypothesis that is generally that both the drugs are equivalent. That is mu1 equal to mu2.
Hmm. Yes, sir. This will be the null
So
hypothesis.
if you according to you, if you state the null hypothesis first, does it make any sense? Like you are telling the person who has given you, suppose the industry has given you this problem, you are
Hmm.
telling that I want to test that both the drugs are equivalent. Does
Hmm.
that make sense? Or your main focus will be that the new drug performs better? What do you think?
My first attempt to make it equivalent, and then I will see if it
If
make.
if the new drug is equivalent to the old drug, then why do we need to construct the new drug? We could have worked with the old drug only.
You got a point. We have to make it better.
So generally, we want to test that whether mu1 greater than mu2. That is, whether the
Yes, sir.
drug introduced is better or not. Because if it's equivalent, then why we will spend money, resources to construct the new drug, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, what hypothesis are we stating first? Is it the null or the alternate? It is.
I guess I'm not sure. Perhaps null because we will see if mu1 is greater than mu2, and in at
So
null
that
and
you are saying that mu1 is greater than mu2. That means you are stating the alternative hypothesis first.
Sorry, sir, but
Be-
I guess I'm confused what you are saying.
uh, I am saying that you said that we will work in the improvement of making the drugs, right?
Yes, sir.
So the improvement comes from which hypothesis, the null hypothesis or the alternative hypothesis?
Hmm. In which we stated mu1 is greater than mu2. That the new drug is better than old drug.
So that is the alternative hypothesis, right?
Yes, sir.
So we are mainly focusing on alternative hypothesis. That is the and not the null hypothesis. That's what I was saying.
So
We
could
are
you
not state.
I'm little confused about the null hypothesis. What is null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis? I thought previously that we can decide to what the hypothesis, what statement will be in null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. And now I'm little confused. Like, what are they, these two hypotheses? Like,
Okay, leave
how
it.
do we?
Leave this. Okay, leave it. You are getting confused. Okay, leave it. So are you aware of? Suppose you have learned linear regression, right?
Yes, sir.
Uh, how do you check whether the regression, that is the regression parameters, is like significant or not? Like, have you heard of R square?
What's the aspect?
R square, R square.
R square. Yes, sir. I heard about it. Uh,
So
but
what is this?
I,
Yeah, tell me.
but I cannot recall it. But RSSI heard about it. Uh,
Okay.
to be honest,
Do you
I
remember
can't.
what it is used for? That is the R square.
Uh, to
Any idea?
I can't recall. I'm sorry.
Okay, fine. Okay. Okay. Do one thing. I am giving a problem. Try to solve it. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Say x follows Poisson lambda.
X follows
Poisson lambda.
Poisson of lambda. Yes, sir.
Find the probability
Mhm.
that x probability given x greater than 0.
X greater than 0.
Yeah.
X is always greater than 0 for Poisson distribution. Like if it is negative, then its probability is 0. So X can be 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So there is one single term we have to exclude. So 1 minus probability of X equals to 0. So it will be uh, it will be it's a negative lambda times
Okay. Wait.
what is that?
Do we calculate conditional probability? Can you write probability of A given B?
That's okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you are directly calculating the
Yes,
probability. It's
yes,
a
yes. I
conditional
directly
probability.
sorry. We have to mm, consider this is A, consider this is B, and A given A union B equals the probability of B, and it will be equal to probability of uh, X equals to small x, and then probability of X equal to small x greater than 0 divided by probability of X greater than 0. It will be 1 minus probability of X equals to 0, and the numerator term will be mm, give me a second.
Okay, you can write the probability as probability x, write it. Like the whole probability, you can write it as probability x equal to k given x greater than 0, right?
Probability of x.
X taking a particular value k, say, given x greater than 0,
K greater than 0.
x greater
X
than
greater
0.
than 0. Sir,
So what should be the numerator now?
that K, okay, it will be x. Hmm. Sorry, sir, but my mind is kind of blank. I can't think anything.
You have
Give me
just
some
written the
time.
answer.
Give me some time.
That is
Like,
like that should be the answer only, whatever you have written. Just be confident. Okay, okay. Leave this.
hmm,
Can you define a complete sufficient statistic?
define and compute statistics. Sufficient
Complete
statistics.
sufficient. Complete sufficient.
Com complete sufficient statistics. Uh, complete sufficient statistics means it have to be sufficient and complete both. Sufficient means uh, like if, let me write the condition. So, 70% motive is dependent of unknown parameter. Then if it is true, then T is sufficient. And if to for complete statistics, if T मतलब expectation of G of T is equal to 0, if and only if only if this implies this uh, expectation of G of T equals to 0 implies G of T has to be 0 with probability 1 for all.
Does a function of complete sufficient statistic is also complete?
Uh, yes,
I'm saying is a function of complete sufficient statistic also complete?
if it is in polynomial form, complete or sorry, function of complete statistics is complete or not, right?
Yeah, yeah.
No, it need not to be.
Can you give an example that why it may not be? If yes, give the proof. If no, give a counter example.
Okay. Yes, sir. It is true. It is true. It is true. Because let there is a let C be a complete statistics, and there is a function f. Let it is a function f of t. We have to see if it whether it is a complete or not. Uh, it be a complete statistics or not. To say this, the basic condition of complete statistics is this expectation of g of t. There is a function of g, g of t. There exists of मतलब, if ex expectation of g of t is equal to 0, it can only if it can be possible only if g of t equals to 0. And if we try, there is some another function, let's say h of f of t. It will be zero. It will be zero only if, according to this equation, only if this function is zero. So uh, this tells us that we can h of something, h of y is equal to zero, because this term can be anything, right? Because x can be anything. So h has to be zero. If h is zero, then the function f of t is
So according,
complete.
yeah. So you are saying that a function of complete sufficient statistic is also complete, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Perfect. What if does the same thing holds for sufficient statistic? Does any function of a sufficient statistic is also sufficient?
Uh, Let me think. To find the sufficient statistics, we use the method of this kind and see, we see the factorization theorem, whether f of x bar can be written as this term or not, right? And where uh, if f of x can be written in this form, then t can be a sufficient statistics. Now we have to find out if k of t is sufficient statistics or not, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think it is true because
Uh,
uh,
yeah. Can you?
x because xi are random variables and their distribution are fixed. Means f of x bar is fixed. Means this function is fixed. It can be possible that there might be more number of sufficient statistics can be found for a random variables xi to xi, but any function of t cannot be a sufficient statistics because it
Do
has
you?
to
But can
satisfy
you give
g
any
of
counter example?
counter example. Okay, give me a second. Hmm, let me try to make it. I'm because x
Or any
uh,
one criteria, like even if you do not give a counter example, if is
hmm,
there any criteria that needs to be satisfied so that the function of a complete statistic is also sorry, so that the function of a sufficient statistic is also
sufficient state.
sufficient?
Yes, sir. There is a criteria if that function can be fit in g of t comma theta, like c of x
No,
is
no,
the
no.
only function of.
I am
Yes, sir.
asking any criteria for the function g, not the function g,
Function
like
g.
for the function f.
Hmm.
Like if say suppose t is sufficient for theta,
Hmm.
is there any criteria on f such that ft is also sufficient for theta, or does it hold for any such f?
What do you mean by f? F is this term, or you are referring as any
I am
function of
not
t?
referring anything with the factorization theorem. I'm just talking in general.
Acha, f of t is will be a sufficient statistics or not? What is the condition of f to be sufficient?
Like, is there any condition on f such that ft is
Uh,
also sufficient?
yes, sir. There is a condition. Uh, let me take a specific case. For example, uh, mm, let's talk about exponential family. In exponential family, the exponential, the f of x can written in form of this. F of theta, h of x bar, prime e power summation e of x I and w I of theta, such that uh, t of the f dash, this is a function of t, and uh, the condition of f dash should be lies in this form, like uh, according to this statement, t1 till t and will be a sufficient statistics. And like
I think you are
I
complicating
have
things.
I, I
Like,
have idea, but
ha-
I cannot express it in
haven't
words.
you heard about that? If the function is 1 1, then the
Ha 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 ha
function,
ha ha.
so that
If
would
it
have
is
been the answer, right?
yes, 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 sir.
Why will you complicate? And
Sir, I actually forgot it. I'm sorry. I need to revise all the notes.
so
I wrote it
if
in the
in
notes.
the exam, in the interview, if you have forgotten anything, just say it directly. Okay, just do not uh, go around like explaining things which are out of context.
Acha, okay.
Just say it
Like
indirectly that yeah, I have forgotten or I do not. They will appreciate that generally.
uh, like if I forgot, sir, I need advice. Like if I forgot the answer to be 1-1, then how should I proceed in such questions? Like what should I say?
Like if you have forgotten a particular concept, just
Huh?
tell them. I will suggest just let them know how much you know. Like for
Okay.
example, you can say in this way that the function of every sufficient statistic is not uh, always sufficient until and unless there is a particular constraint or a particular criteria needs to be satisfied by the function f. But I cannot at present I cannot recall that condition. So they will know that you have the idea that there is some constraint, and at present um, you are not
Okay.
able to recall. So, but do not go on telling whatever like haphazardly.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. This is
fine. Yep. Okay. So, last question from my side. What do you mean by a minimal sufficient statistic?
minimal sufficient statistics. Uh, hmm, at this point, I can't recall it. Sorry.
Okay. 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 Fine. So, I will end it here. Okay. I
Okay.
think. Okay. So, my part comes to an end. Okay.
Uh, okay.
Hey, good evening, Amit.
Good evening, sir.
I will extend what further is left. He has been telling you, he was even asking that if T is sufficient, then
Mhm.
he was asking that will FT will be sufficient or not. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And he has told you that there was a criteria that if F is 1 1, then FT can be sufficient. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now suppose FT is sufficient. Better you take two statistics. Okay. U and V.
Sorry, sir, could you please repeat?
Better you take two statistics, U and V.
Uh,
Oh no, better you write in this manner only. Say if FT is sufficient.
if f of t is sufficient, let me
Now
write
tell
it.
me whether T will be sufficient or not.
And what is t?
Hello?
Hello, sir.
I'm asking that if FT is sufficient.
Uh, what is f? F is the central function.
No, no, I'm not telling about anything about F. I am just in general saying that if FT is
Mhm.
sufficient for a family, say, any for a family of any distance, say f of theta x, then will T will be
Okay.
sufficient or not?
If f is a one function, then t will be a sufficient statistics because one block force there.
If F is 1
Because
then it will be sufficient. Otherwise, it will not be sufficient. We're telling this.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you show the proof?
Uh, like if f is
Are you getting what I am asking?
perhaps yes. You are saying that f of t is sufficient statistics, then will t will be a
Sufficient or not?
sufficient statistics or not?
Yes.
Uh, then it is we have to like I have to show that like my claim is has to be one constant. Okay. Uh, let's go with the basics sufficient statistics. So using the factorization theorem, yes, it is then
Have I told you that T is sufficient? You are writing if joint PDF is factorized in the form of this, then T is said to be sufficient.
sorry sir, I couldn't understand. Could you please repeat?
You have written a joint PDF of f of x is equal to some c of x into h of theta into gt of theta. Is this Neyman
Yes, sir.
factorization theorem?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to use the factorization theorem to prove
Uh,
f is.
what
Let
is Neyman
me change the
factorization theorem?
what, sir?
What is Neyman factorization theorem?
What is name? What,
What
sir?
is factorization theorem? Just tell me.
The
What is factorization theorem?
factorization theorem tells that uh, T is sufficient statistics if and only if the distribution function of x can be written in the form of this, like there is a function of only x and there is a function of only theta and there is a function of t comma theta. Then this t will be sufficient statistics of theta. This is a factorization theorem.
Is there a h of theta? Are you sure?
Like yes sir, I'm sure. Is it correct?
I think it is like that if it can be factorized where h of x is only a function of x, not a function of theta. And what are the criteria of you have written c of x, no? I think
Yes sir.
fx is equal to some c of x into gt theta, where cx is not a function of theta and it is non-negative. Okay. C of x does not involve theta. And gt theta is a non-negative function of t and theta only. Then t is said to be sufficient for family f theta x. This is what factorization theorem is. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. So h of theta will not be included.
No, h of theta is not there. It is factorized as c of x into gt theta.
Okay. So what is in the Poisson distribution? Sorry, Lambert Torres. Uh, in this is a term which is like not including like sir. Okay, nothing.
What you were saying is you were telling about exponential family.
So factorization theorem will be true for all kind of family, no?
Yes, it is for the all kind of family. So factorization theorem does not, as far as I know, it does not include h of theta like that. It is like c of x into gt theta.
Okay, let me know it then.
Now get back to the original question. You have claimed that f of
Okay,
what you have written, t has to be 1 1,
okay.
f has
Like
to be 1 1.
yes, sir. Okay, I just change the terms so that it doesn't confuse with this
Okay,
the
okay.
distribution. It is K. K has to be 1 1
You are moving in the right
So
direction. You have to use factorization theorem. Try to be the what is
uh,
given. I am giving you a hint. Try to start with what is given.
okay. Acha, f of x will be K of t. K of t is given to be a sufficient statistics, then it f the distribution of x can be written in this form using the factorization theorem. Then
Try to be louder. I can't hear your voice.
acha, uh, what I'm saying, the K of t is sufficient statistic is given here. So the distribution function of x can be written in the form of this as using the factorization theorem,
Okay. Then
and it is and we we are given t t is to be a sufficient statistics is also it is also given t is sufficient statistics. We have to find out whether t is a k is a one function or not, right?
okay.
Uh, if it is given k is also one function, k is also sufficient statistics, then there is a some other function, let's say x, which can be written in this form, which is a
Okay.
function of t and theta both, and this both function has to be equal.
Basically, H is G operator K. You're saying.
No, sir, I'm saying that k of t and t are both given as a sufficient statistics for theta. So, using the factorization theorem, we can write both equations like
No,
f of
it is not given T is sufficient. You have to find whether T is sufficient or not.
oh, I'm given that k is 1 and k of t is sufficient
Then
statistics. Then
you are claiming K to be 1 1. It doesn't
yes,
imply
sir.
if K is 1 1, you are not aware that T is sufficient or not. If T is sufficient
Acha,
and K is 1 1, then K of T is sufficient. This is the theorem. These two are different part. You are assuming one of the
okay.
function K to be 1 1, and it is not
Yes,
given
sir. Yes,
T is
sir.
a sufficient.
So k is to be 1 1. I'm assuming this K is to be a one function. I'm assuming this, and we have to prove that T is also sufficient statistic, right?
You are
Then,
saying that if K is not 1, then it can never be a sufficient. Give the counter example for that. If it's you are saying that.
uh, okay, let's assume
Let me give a. It is evident what you have written f x curl equal to c x curl into g k t theta. Now g is a function, k is a function. Now you can write c x curl g operator k, g composite with k, t theta.
sir, I have an idea for counter example.
Okay.
When a k not to be a one function, and then T is not a sufficient statistic. Uh, Consider the exponential family, and consider the exponential family here, and in this term, if I take k of t to be k of x to be just x square, then uh, and apply in this exponential family equation, then it couldn't be satisfied because it can only be satisfied if uh, like hello sir,
Yes, I am listening. Go ahead.
like if I apply k of t, if I make adjustment to uh, in this equation, uh, then it cannot be possible because it is a direct summation of t of x times wi of theta. If I cannot make this term adjust to be a t of x whole square, right? That's why k of t equals to t square cannot be a
If,
sufficient
if,
statistic.
if I say, first of all, it is not 1, 1. You have to define some range of t. For what? If you plot a parabola, it is not 1, 1. If
Acha,
you plot
good exponential family.
for you can define a particular value for which it is 1, 1. Say t belongs to 0, comma 1. Okay. Now there is
Hmm.
one another question will arise. It could be asked that particular if parameter value is being for suppose you have a parameter exponential theta as you are considering. Now theta is between 0 to 1. Now that one question more arise. Better you and first of all, right, if it is you are considering at is as 1, 1, you have to write t belonging to 0 to 1. Then it will be 1, 1.
Hmm. Yes, sir.
Write it.
Uh, sir, there is a lot of things. Could you please uh say it again? I am a little confused.
I will suggest you one thing that if you don't know something at a at 200% level, try
Hmm.
to say that I will make sure that I will read next time, and you are moving here and there. You are not concentrated on the given part. Okay, it's very good that you are trying to approach, but it is evident from there. Fx equal to c of x into gkt theta. You have written the 95% part correct. Now you have to write only one point, and the question will be done. Fx equal to cx curl, you can write g operator kt theta. Okay.
K of theta, k t theta.
G G composite with k t theta. It is like composite
Ah,
function. Na?
yes, sir.
Now G operator k, write it cx curl multiplied by
G operator K.
GOK.
K.
How do you
Okay.
write? How do you write composite function? F operates at F composed with F. FOF, na?
Uh-huh. FOF.
The same with the G is composed with F, K, na? You can write GOK.
GOK.
GOK
Oh,
bracket T
hmm. Yes, sir.
TX curl, comma, theta.
TK. Oh, what's next after T?
Into C of CX curl.
Into C. C of X.
CX curl you have written it. Now G operator K can be assumed as some G dash.
Yes, sir.
Now it is sufficient, na? T is also sufficient.
Hmm.
It's
But
done.
there is a there is also term theta, na? This theta.
I have done a G of operator K. You have not written T comma theta. TX curl comma theta.
K X curve. I could you please write if possible on the screen?
I'm running out of time. All the panelists have a. Okay, I will tell you. Better you send me the message. We will discuss later. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you
Thank
have
you.
done from graduation from CMI. You have done undergrad in mathematics, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you must be aware about sequence and series part.
Yes, sir.
So let's take a basic question. Suppose write an plus 1 equals to an square.
A N
Write increase the font. An plus 1 equals to an square.
N plus 1 equals to
An plus 1 in the subscript part only. An plus 1
A N plus 1 equals to
equal to an square for all n
A
greater
N
than equal
square
to 1.
for all n greater than equals to 1
And 0 less than a1 less than 1.
and 0 when
Less than a1. No. It's not like 0 is not there. After n greater than 1, you have to write. It's just only the condition 0 less than a1 less than 1. I am telling you about the first term. A1 lies between 0 to 1.
A1 is A1 is
A1 lies between
between
0 to 1.
acha okay 0 to 1.
Now tell me that will limit n tends to infinity, an will exist or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It will exist and it tends to be 0.
So that how can you
Like I have to prove it, right? That because A1 is lies between 0 to 1. So AN, give me a second. For 0, where is this? Capital N, such that AN minus AN minus let's say equals A less than epsilon for all n greater than capital N. We have we are claiming that A equals to be 0, and we know n, like we will use the mathematical induction here. Mathematical induction, if I'm thinking in right way, for
mathematical
theta,
induction will be a better approach.
for like we know for A1 lies between 0 to 1, and if if we assume, sorry, give me a second. an minus 0 less than epsilon for all. Like we have to prove this statement now.
Don't tell me the exact you are taking epsilon. You can do it by mathematical induction. It's clearly it is it increasing or a decreasing sequence?
It is a decreasing sequence.
Decreasing sequence that directly means 0 less than a n plus 1 is less than a n
0
a n plus 1 less than a n.
0 less than a n plus 1 less than a n. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It,
It
it
is
is
a
evident by
decreasing.
the mathematical induction. Now an is a decreasing function and it is bounded below by 0. So
Yes,
you
sir.
can say that limit an tends to infinity will exist.
Yes, sir.
And if you want to now, if it can exist, we can say that both the limit will get to the same point. You can say that at for n goes to infinity, say an is equal to l, then l square equal to l. L will be well, l will you will solve that l square equal to l will be either 0 or 1. Now,
Yes,
since
sir.
an plus 1 is less than equal to a1,
Hmm.
l has to be less than equal to a1 and a1 is less than 1. So l has to be 0.
Hmm.
You got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's take another question of sequence. This is the last question because we are also running out of time.
Okay, sir.
Uh, for any r greater than 0, write anywhere. For any r greater than 0,
Hmm.
for any, where are you writing? Yes. For any r
It is
greater than
there.
0, so that limit
Uh,
n tends to infinity,
for any r greater than 0, limit n
limit
tending
n
to
tends to
infinity
infinity, r to the power 1 by n,
for 1 by n
1 by n equals to 1.
equals to 1.
So that
Okay.
you can,
Hello.
yes, yes. You can take a you can take a sequence xn equals to r. You write xn equals to, you can it is a hint to you. Xn equals to r to the power 1 by n
Hmm.
minus 1.
Minus 1. So what
Now,
we have to
now proof it.
like
Hello.
what we have to prove?
चलिए रन आज
There
5
is
लोग
a some what, sir? Like we have some number and for some number for any number r greater than 0, we have to prove this thing, right?
yes.
Okay. Uh. Hmm.
I've given you a hint.
If
Xn equals to r to the power 1 by n minus 1.
if this is true, if this statement is true, then x n limit n tending to infinite will tending to 0. So if this question will be like uh okay.
Yes, you go on. I'm listening you.
Okay, sir.
it will be n, na? 1 plus epsilon to the power n.
Sorry, sorry.
Now, if you apply, you are thinking of sandwich.
Sorry, kind of like
You want some hint?
yes, sir. Like I am thinking if we take epsilon to be a very small number, then we
If you
can make
take epsilon
n
to
to
be
be
very small number, then the RHS inequality 1 plus epsilon will be greater than 1. Eventually, it will be greater than 1. And to the power, it will go infinity. Then it will
yes,
never
sir.
be
We
closer
can
to
make
0.
yes, sir. We can make capital N to be very large, so that 1 plus epsilon to the power n to be a very large number, like 1.1 to the power a very large number will eventually will be a good large number. Like, but how should I write it if I if I want to write it?
It is given. I have earlier given you a hint. Xn equals to R1 to the power n. Xn can be considered as a sequence. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, let us assume that R is greater than equal to 1.
Okay.
Let us assume, right, that some R is greater than equal to 1.
Okay.
Then R to the power 1 by n will also be greater than equal to 1.
Yes, sir.
And now, since xn is equal to R to the power 1 by n minus 1, therefore, if R to the power 1 by n greater than equal to 1, it implies that xn is greater than equal to 0 for all n greater than
Sir.
equal to 1. Now
For
observe,
n greater than equals to. Yes,
now
sir.
observe that what is R? R is equal, if you consider xn is equal to R to the power 1 by n minus 1 and solve
Hmm.
for R, it will be like R is equal to xn plus 1 to the power n.
Hmm.
Write it. R is equal to xn plus 1 to the power n, या फिर 1 plus xn to the power n. Okay. Now this R is equal to xn plus 1 to the power n. We have earlier considered assume that R is greater than equal to 1. And now
Yes,
we
sir.
have to justify here. Now xn plus 1, if you break it in the binomial form, you will get 1 plus n choose 1,
And it will be like greater than 1.
1 plus n choose 1 into x plus n choose 2 into x square plus dot 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 plus n choose n into x to the power n.
Yes, sir.
Now this can be this equality condition can be converted into inequality condition just by saying that 1 plus n choose 1 xn plus we have to take only nxn part, na? Nx. So we can
Hmm.
write is greater than equal to, right? Greater than equal to nx. Greater than equal to. This
Yes,
is
sir.
true because other
Yes, sir.
terms are greater than equal to 0.
Hmm. Yes, sir.
This is right in the downward r is greater than equal to 1 plus nx.
R is greater than
Okay.
equals to 1 plus.
nx, and compute x. Now you can write xn is less than equal to r minus 1 by n.
Yes, sir.
And we have earlier got xn is greater than equal to 0 for or n greater than equal to 1 in the second line.
Yes, sir.
So
So it has
combine
to
both,
be
combine the
xn
both
0.
inequality.
R minus 1 by n. It should be greater than equal to 0. Because
No, combine. If you combine the both inequality,
Achha,
you can
okay.
write a 0 less than equal to xn r
This one,
minus
this
1 by
one.
n. Now apply the sandwich theorem.
Applying the sandwich theorem. Then
If you apply the sandwich theorem, what will be the limit r minus 1 by n? It will be 0.
yes, sir, it will be 0.
Then certainly that limit xn exists.
Yes, sir.
Xn exists and is equal to 0. Now if limit xn exists and is equal to 0, then limit r to the power 1 by n minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, limit r to the power 1 by n is equal to 1. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, Amit. That's all from my side. And
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
thank you so much. You can now leave the board. And whatever you have the problem, anything about the ISI interview part, you can message to all the respective panelists that we have. Okay, for any
Well,
clarification.
will there be another mock interview will be provided?
No, I don't think we have much time to schedule another interview. Okay, this is the
Yes,
only
sir.
interview that we can provide to you. And don't feel much. You have performed very well because you know you have the understanding. Okay, just
Yes,
just the
sir.
part that you have to write. Whatever is coming in your mind, just you write. Don't just think in the mind, and write properly. That doesn't mean write anything else. You will be writing anything. Just focus on the main part. What is asked, just revolve around only those parts. Not write just as you have been asked about the criteria of that function one one. It's a very simple question. You must be knowing that.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. You have performed well. Very good.
Thank you, sir.